Oh God! Jesus Christ! No! Welcome back to the Mutated Reality, an interesting indie horror game where we're seeing a bunch of miners and radiation, the effects of radiation, the effects of nuclear waste or shit like that. It's, it could be spoilers what I'm saying now, but let's just say it's getting interesting and we're gonna get right back into it. Strange. Where was he digging last, then? If that wasn't him, simply. Like, this looks more... Like, this is brick and shit, you know? Why does this exist? Or is this like the office room? And there was where they're mining and eating, but here's different. Section 11, or 113. The pay will be $3.17 an hour. This applies to all hours in the facility, including sleep and recreational time. Wow, seriously. I wonder if that's even a good deal or not. Shit. I mean, 24/7, even if you're sleeping, even if you're shitting, even if you're playing games. Employees will be required to sign an NDA upon arrival at the facility. Failure to sign this document will result in immediate termination of the contract. Full hazard pay will be provided, as well as all necessary safety equipment and protective gear. Protective gear must be worn at all times. Failure to comply will result in immediate termination and with forfeiture of severance pay. Like, let's think about it. Let's do a calculation. What was it? $3.17 an hour. Let's do some math. $3.17. Let's see. $3.17 times, let's say 24. Oh, never mind. You make $76 a day. Yeah, that's not that great. When it comes to mind of miners who... Oh shit, my mouse cursor. Oh no. No, mouse cursor. Don't do this to me. Shit. Oh no. Oh, can I save, for the love of God? Okay. The mouse cursor is fucking missing because I minimized. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, at least there's saves. Let's see. Okay, now... Full screen, yes. So if I read it... Okay, phew. Mouse cursor vanished. Thank God. If there was no loading, I would have had to replay the entire game, I think. But yeah, no, that's not a lot of money at all. That's, I was going to bring up the mining of the dangerous mission where they say, like, people expect you come and die. It made me think of, snow crab fishermen. It's like, if you want to make it so you have a risk of dying, but you make a huge amount of money, after, like, 6 months or a year of working, snow crab fishing is always there. And it's just like, if you survive, if you're strong, if you've got survival instincts, you'd make a lot of money very quickly by doing that, and with the risk of you might die, like you might get washed. If you go overboard, you're just gone. From the beginning, creatures have known that there's a thing in the forest. Birds would not fly over it, insects would congregate at its threshold but not cross. For they all knew that to cross was dangerous, to cross was to not return. No fossils were to be found in the forest, no ancient relics, nothing of value. When the early humans found the forest, they marked the surrounding trees, carved warnings into the bark and the boulders, painted the caves, the image of 3 men, then 2 men, then 1 man, then none. The area remained unexplored for millennia. At least there was no trace of life. The area was left in peace, and in a way I think that's what it wanted. It never asked to cause harm. It doesn't feel malicious to me. It feels like a fire... Hair, what are you doing to me? It feels like a fire in the pit of your stomach, a fire that you want to feed, a fire you can't stop feeding, even when you're burning. Oh, this hair. Just gotta make it so it doesn't curl into my eyeballs. That's great. It all changed when the miners moved in. They dug and plundered and hacked and stole. They scratched her, the forest thing, the fire. They poked along her skin and cut her golden hair. We arrived after the miners were long gone. Oh, so this is after the miners all died. We knew there was something here. We wanted to poke and prod it for ourselves. We wanted to get our readings and our promotions and buy new cars and houses. I think curiosity took over after a while, but greed drove us here like it did the miners. I think she sensed that. Even when we took to loving her, took to spending hours exploring just to understand, she knew it was not real love, that it was always going to be about what we could take. But she let me go. So whatever this she is, some kind of spirit of the forest, spirit of the mind, spirit of the earth. I don't know, if you made it so the model looks sexy, don't blame me if they get looted. When we found the structures, the others wanted to go deeper, see what other secrets she had. I refused. I said we should leave her alone, but they never listened to me. They brought the waste in anyway. That was the day I left. I couldn't stand to watch her be treated like some landfill, like a gaping pit. Heh. Like anything but holy. I'd seen others stand at the entrance and scream for hours. My steps came slowly, but they did come eventually, shaky. Suddenly I could remember being born. I had been grown and cultivated and blessed by her. Woman, mother, God. I had been deep inside her, and she had allowed me that euphoria. She could have kept me close to her for centuries, but she loved me too much. I'm the only one who knows what she wants. I'm the only one who knows she desires peace. That's why I made the plaques. Please leave her alone. She doesn't want to hurt you. Alright, we'll keep that in mind. I just also got to keep my mind not to try to lewd. Is it physical? Is it spiritual? Can I lewd it? I'm not gonna treat her as my mother, sorry. Section 17.1.3, Amendment C. Following on from an internal investigation, the following has been decided as appropriate action to the newly coined depth psychosis. If the supervisor is concerned that an employee is beginning to suffer from depth psychosis, he or she is permitted to take relevant action, i.e. docking the employee's wages, docking the employee's rations, and disciplining the employee. If depth psychosis continues and the employee becomes violent, the supervisor is permitted to take relevant action, i.e. restraining the employee, removing the employee from the reach of other employees, and removing the employee from the facility. Lethal force is not, however, permitted. That's kind of interesting. Why not lethal? They're violent, but you're not allowed to be lethal. Is it because this supposed mother would be angry that you harmed a quote-unquote child? Not sure. Missing lever and a bunch of numbers. Not only did we lose the manual for this damn machine, some bastard lost the second lever. I'm writing this down so we all don't forget how to use it. The last guy never came back from his expedition and took his know-how with him. All we know now is make sure the pressure's low and the levers make 13. 13, huh? So, like, I can't do 5, 6, and 2. 5, 4... 5, 4, 3, 1? The valve won't budge. Pressure seems too high. The other way around, then? I heard that. What? Is it supposed to be 13? Like, it said 13, right? The levers make 13. 4, 5, 1. Unless I did it completely wrong and it's the other way around. Because it's either 5, 6, and 2. Am I having a brain fart, or... That's 9, then that's 12, then it's 13. What do you mean pressure's too fucking high? Eh? Is it because, like, the second lever needs to be put in and the lever's in the on position? I'm gonna assume that's it. So we gotta find the second lever. It's the only way to be able to activate the power generator or whatever. Or maybe this? Do I need to turn all these off? This game is actually long, but I mean, it's decent. Wonder how many episodes this might be. If not, just try to keep it as one. This amendment is to replace the above Amendment C in the re-depth psychosis. The supervisor is permitted at first signs of death psychosis to remove the employee from rotation. The recommendation is to restrain the employee in the medical bay. If they show no signs of improving in 1 week, they are to be removed from the facility. Lethal force is permitted, but to be avoided. Hopefully I'm just going this way to turn off a valve to reduce the pressure and then activate it. I don't like the concept of leaving a generator when it needs to be finished still. Is this where I have been? We're back here. Huh. Maybe it's because the... Strange. Huh, what am I missing? I went all the way around. Am I just not done the puzzle, or is just that valve was needed? Oh. Okay, so I was right. Who's playing the music, though? Alright. Weird. I'm gonna assume the power's on. Alright. I feel like death's coming. Multiple paths. Oh, my ears too. Hang on. Oh, fuck me. For once, my headset's like applying an annoying amount of pressure to my ear. This amendment is to replace the above amendment, D. At first signs of depth to psychosis, the supervisor is to remove the employee from the facility, and lethal force is definitely permitted. I don't want to... Actually, since I can save, I might as well. I wasn't expecting the length, I guess. Okay, it's locked. Good. This way, then. God damn it. More paths. I guess this is going to be definitely multiple episodes. I wasn't expecting this to be a... This is not a good sign. Who's causing the radiation? Is the various mutations we've observed in most of the facility staff. Mutations include swelling of hands and feet to almost double the size. New hazard gear has been ordered to compensate for this. While this particular affliction affects 90% of staff, the most disturbing and difficult to describe is the mutations that take effect on those who work deeper down in the facility. While this is only 5% of the workforce, the effects have put a halt to a lot of our progress. Those who work in the deepest level of the facility while also experiencing the swelling of hands and feet have also been reported to be experiencing swelling of the eyes and tongue, so much so that these appendages have begun to bulge out of the face. Now that sounds disgusting. This effect is not helped by the rapid weight loss pulling back the skin of the face, so much so that almost 2/3 of the eye is visible. Because of this haunting effect, we have halted communication between floors so as not to alarm the remaining workers. Great! Fantastic! I don't like this. It's just a pit. Alright. And something causing the slight radiation ticks. And going out in the balcony makes the heart rate go. And I don't know why. I'm getting close to something bad. Shit. I better not drop then. Let's hope we don't drop! It is also inferred that the internal organs are subject to swelling. Also, the affected staff's breathing has become increasingly labored and loud, so much so that it can often be heard in the upper levels of facility during nighttime when there is silence. We have informed the upper levels that the sound is simply the machinery working overtime during the night. Those affected also experience rotting of the flesh, in some places coming away to reveal muscle, tendon, and bone. Any attempts to treat these wounds have been met with violence. We have tried to speak to them many times, but they have become almost non-verbal, communicating solely through grunts and moans. While these staff members seem to somehow still be doing their job, you have our assurance that they are under close supervision at all times. Of 10 times? One member will begin to try and dig through the floor of the facility, spurring on the other staff members to join him or her, but some disciplinary action soon puts a stop to this. I didn't even... It's a good thing I saved, because I feel like I need to figure out where the other pathways lead. This just... Unless this goes back, but... I'm curious where the other pathways went, but it feels like I'm going deeper and deeper. You know what? I'm gonna save it and load. Where does it go? I want to see what's in the other directions. Yeah. I feel like I'm just going and going and going, and it's... I just really want to check what's over here. And if I missed any notes. Okay, the same awkward pit. Oh. And a locked door. Okay. Ah, this door then. It should be what I was just trying to open. Is because there was a box in the way. Let's hope that didn't cause problems. The nuclear waste is changing. It's been down there for 2 months now, and the radiation levels coming off of it are actually increasing. In just 4 weeks, the Rutherfords have gone up 10% and seem to be climbing by the minute. The implications of this are vast, plus the mutations on the staff have been fascinating. Fascinating? How about disgusting? We now possess a form of enhanced nuclear waste, which, if buried near enemy? Is this like World War related? Or Cold War related? Which, if buried near enemy locations, could corrupt a community without ever being detected. The forest? It's strange. Sometimes when I'm on the bottom level, I think I see things moving in the haze. I don't know if it's a mirage or a hallucination. I don't know if it's real or if it's not. We can definitely use this to our tactical advantage, but for now, I've blocked off the bottom level. Testing will continue on the waste, but I would like to request more hazard gear. We've lost too many guys this month. I can't even turn the music back on. I don't know if it was a mistake to turn off the music. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. It grabs you, your skin blistering as at its touch. Hearing nothing over the sound of your Geiger counter, your last thoughts is of what lies beneath. Jesus, okay. So we turn off the music is bad, probably. It's maybe what's keeping it... I don't know, let's find out. Or we have to turn it off, maybe. So, it came to the right, right? We gotta make it so he can't... Like, he's definitely here, and the Geiger proves it. But could we make our way back, I guess, is the question. And should we? We had to not be hit by him. Oh God! Jesus Christ! No! Ah! Damn! Alright, well... That fucker's pissed. Let's see if there's a way we can make our way back up. Also, should be okay. It saves, right? It's hard, probably. What if we drop? Can't. Okay. We tried. I don't think there's a way. Just gotta hope he fucks off, I guess. Or wanders in an area where I can go around him. Or since he shouldn't be in an action mode anymore, running from him, and now he should just be roaming idly. So if we avoid direct gaze, we should be fine. He's still around here, though. I think it would... Okay, we're just gonna have to run, I guess. Oh. Whatever, I guess. Running this way and hoping the door... Yep, he busted it down. Ooh. Jesus. Yeah, I wasn't expecting... Oh, to be continued. Full version coming soon, question mark. Oh, well, it's a good time it ended, because I was about to say I wanted to maybe end the episode. That's definitely a big, juicy chunk of 2 episodes. I wasn't expecting that. Hopefully my saves aren't deleted by, when the game updates, then. Shit. That was damn well good. I wasn't expecting a nice, full, chunky indie horror games. Of all the stupid game jams that have been happening, and indie developers are like, I made this game in 24 hours. I made this game in 1 day. And I'm just like, I don't like playing games that last 3 to 8 minutes. I don't fucking like that. That's my own personal take on it, but it gets really, I don't know if exhausting is the right word for it. Like, the times like this, where you get this nice... unique indie horror game and it doesn't end in 8 minutes, or it's just, you know, barely polished, barely thought through, and they rush it because game jam time limits. Like, I'm not going to shit on developers who make the choice. It is up to them, obviously, if they want to do game jams or not, but it kind of bugs me as a person that tries to find games in hopes I find, you know, the hidden gems, the juicy games, to give publicity, to show that these games exist, anything of that sort. I like finding games like this. So, now huge props. I'm really enjoying this game. It's unique. After the forest bit was maybe, I would say, a little lackluster. Like, it's just an introduction to the game, but you're going through... It's a good way of teaching you, I guess, the mechanics if you're some kind of fucking brainlet, you know? Like, it's like, I can push and pick up boxes for platforming? Oh my god, I can push and pull logs? Wow! Like, it teaches noobs and idiots and brainlets how you probably will need to do things to proceed through the games. Like, hey, there's a log, there's a broken bridge. Put the two together. If you can't, then stop playing already. You know, like if a journalist were to play this game, they'd probably try to jump over the bridge rather than push the log. And then after 30 minutes of trying to jump over the bridge and failing, they just give up and write a bad review sort of thing. So as an introductory of how the game works, if that was what the developer intended, fine. In terms of world building, it feels a little bit tame in comparison to everything that happened in the mines. And another feedback I'll give is I do like the progression where it's just not a game that focuses solely on, you know, the mining section, let's say. Like, it's all the mining perspective, the mining guy, and this guy that says he'll dig only straight down. We went from a forest to a mining area that was maybe comparable to Penumbra or an Amnesia, seeing the miners, the notes of the crazy person who then was the last guy. And then we went into a facility of what happened after the miners, of people that came afterwards. I see that as like 3 different phases. So what I very much appreciate is like chapter 1, if that's just the forest, to chapter 2 when you go down the elevator to the mines, and chapter 3, what I just finished. They're all unique yet set in the same area. I really appreciate when game developers change the tone or change the theme or just make it so it feels different and not too much of the same shit over and over and over and over. Like we went from, again, forest, caves, to a more modernized pipe and concrete brick structure layout. It's like a different timeline, different theme, different scenery. I really like when developers do that, because then it's just not same as shit. Like, you know, developers just lazily put some Unity asset engine. Here's a hospital. Here's the 3rd floor of the hospital. Here's the 2nd floor of the hospital. The basement of the hospital. And it's just the hospital, the hospital, the hospital. I fucking hate that shit so fucking much. So I very much appreciate the variation in levels, and I hope it continues doing that. Where like chapter 4, as soon as I entered this new area where the game just ended, that it just isn't the same as chapter 3. Continue this, beautiful. I fucking love it. So I look forward to the main game. Hope the developers continue down this path. It is very nice. I like it. So I hope you enjoyed the game as well. It'll be probably then put in a 2-part format. As much as I always have to worry about diminishing returns of making, you know, a series too long, because episode 1 will be viewed a lot more than episode 2, 3, 4, 5, and whatnot, but just things I think about. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this game. I definitely enjoyed it. Leave me in the comments below what you thought of the game, your pros, your cons, any feedback you'd like to give to the developer if I haven't mentioned it already. But if you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a full subscriber. Hit the notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.